whichever corner of the world you may be, I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Mahakailas. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment.
Yes, welcome back. Let us look into the current situation of the world where many protocols which was followed during this pandemic time to combat the disease becoming redundant, starting from the wearing mask, and there was a time where the 6 feet, the following the protocol of 14 days quarantine become redundant because now the virus can able to transmit more than 200 days. There's a recent study. So all these protocols are becoming redundant, and now another shock which shows 2/3 with the Omicron says they have the COVID before, which means getting the Omicron back, getting the COVID virus back is more possible now, which is 2 out of 3% is getting the people who are already got Omicron says they already have the COVID strain before. They include the healthcare workers and households with the children, so a lot of members under the one roof. The latest finding for the first 2 weeks of 2022, based on about 100,000 polymer chain reactions, about 4,000 were positive, by far the highest rate since the pandemic began. When the selection of them were sequenced to check what type of COVID was to blame, virtually all were Omicron. On the other side, till now, the Delta variant is not moved out of the community now. Still, people on the corner of the world have getting still the Delta variant. As Supreme Point of Hinduism, the reason Satsang has said, now the world war is happening. That's why there's so much of information or influence is not. Information is not given on this pandemic, but this is happening as all together new pandemic. Virus is also said that should we consider this Delta and Omicron, we have to consider there's a new pandemic going on altogether. As we're discussing this lockdown and quarantine, the report says about 8% of the people infected with the SARS-CoV-2 may be able to transmit the virus for more than 2 months without manifesting any symptoms during the final stage of the infection. So this is the state where we are now. Here, Devi has given the conscious solution, starting from multi-layer quarantine, which is given by the Supreme Fund of Hinduism all across the globe. And next, Devi has blessed the Vaidisaro Linga, which is going to be a cure solution for the pandemic. Here, Devi has given also 8 ways to protect ourselves from the COVID pandemic with the conscious solutions. Let us look into the Devi's revelations, and we're going to have the rough translation of what Devi has said also.
Parashodasi Meenakshi, Parameshwari Meenakshi, Parashakti Meenakshi, இங்கு எழுந்து அருளினோம் எல்லோர்க்கும் ஞானமும் தன்மையும் தந்திட நன்மையெல்லாம் அளித்திட நாமே வந்தோம் இங்கு கைலாசத்தின் சுவாமினியாய் பரமசிவன் கிரகத்திருந்து நம் அனுக்கிரகத்தினால் நித்யானந்தன் விக்கிரகமாய் மலர்ந்தோம். உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் நல்லதைச் செய்திட, நன்மையைச் சொல்லிட, தர்மார்த்த காம மோக்ஷம் எனும் புருஷார்த்தங்கள் நாளும் பொங்கி மலர்ந்திட வந்தேன் இங்கு. மாந்தர்கள் கொடுந்தொற்று கொரோனா கண்டு அஞ்ச வேண்டாம். 8 வழியின் மூலமாகவும் எண்ணத்தில் தியானித்து என்னை பிரார்த்தித்தல் 1, சமூக வலைதளங்கள் மூலமாய் என்னை சரணடைதல் 2, எங்கெல்லாம் என் மகமாரி வடிவத்தில் நான் குடிகொண்டிருக்கின்றேனோ அங்கெல்லாம் பூமிதித்து என்னை வழிபடுவது 3, நெஞ்சில் மஞ்சள் தடவி வேப்பம் சாரருந்தி தினந்தோறும் என்னை தியானிப்பது 4, நிர்விகல்ப நிலையிருந்து நித்யானந்தத்தை நிறைத்து உயிர்வது 5, சிவ 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 எனும் பிரபஞ்ச பெரும் நாதத்தை அஜபா ஜபமாய் நிகழ்த்தல் 6, நிறைவான பூரண மனத்தோடு வாழைப்பழத்தோலும் வெங்காயமும் குதிகாலில் வைத்து பத்திட்டு நித்திரையில் அடங்குவது 7, பூரணமாய் பரிபூரணமாய் அருணாச்சல ஸ்மரணையில் நினைப்பும் மறப்பும் அருந்த உணர்வு என ஸ்புரிக்கும் அருணாச்சல ஸ்மரணையில் ஆனந்த ஸ்புரணத்தில் இருப்பது 8 எனும் 8 முறையிலும் என எண்ணியோர் அத்துணை பேருக்கும் இல்லை கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் தாக்கமும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் பயமும்.
Here, let us look into the translation of what Devi has revealed. Devi has said, "Oh humans, don't be scared of deadly coronavirus. Through these 8 ways, even if you follow any one of these ways, Devi has blessed each one of us. You will be saved from this pandemic. The first is praying and meditating on Devi Parashakti, surrendering to Devi Parashakti through the social media. Wherever Devi is residing, worshipping Devi by doing the fire walking. 4th is applying turmeric in the church, drinking neem juice and meditating on Devi Parashakti every day. 5th, being in the untouched state, filling with the eternal bliss. 6th is doing a japa of the cosmic sound, Shiva, Shiva and Shiva. 7th, with a complete mind, applying banana peel and onion in heels and going to sleep. 8th, being in the state of beyond any remembrance of or forgetting in the Arunachala Spurna, the blossom as Aham, Aham in the state of Ananda Spurna. So these are the 8 ways where Devi has given the solution, the conscious solution for all of us who are suffering from this pandemic. Devi has not only given, she has blessed and boon each and every one of us. Even if you follow any one of these 8 ways authentically, you will be saved out of this pralayam. So with this, we come to the end of the segment where we have seen the manifestation of Devi Parashakti as the Avatar of Supreme Pandu of Hinduism and revelation given by Devi Parashakti. Here, Devi's solutions to the pandemic also. So with this, we come to the end of the segment. We'll be moving on to the next segment. After a short break, we request each one of you to stay tuned. Nithyanandam.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive. Somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Mahakailas. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide your consciousness is the supreme identity you have, you will not empower your depression, your frustration, feel your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I'm your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll shall swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important aspect for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairav. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be a conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, according to the data from the International Union for Conservation of Nature, the IUCN's Red List of Threatened Species, over 8,400 species of wild fauna and flora are critically endangered, while close to 30,000 more are understood to be endangered or vulnerable, That is roughly 28% of all addressed species. Based on these estimates, it is suggested that over 1 million species are threatened with extinction.
The importance of preserving our ecosystems cannot be emphasized enough. The extinction of animal and plant species directly impacts our health, our livelihood, our environment, and the economy. According to the United Nations Environment Programme, our food systems, nutrition, health, clean water, climate, and fresh water depend on biodiversity and healthy ecosystems, an interdependent web of animal, plant, fungal, and bacterial life. We must remember that as citizens of the world, it is our collective responsibility to protect the planet and all beings who reside in it.
As you may know now, today, March 3rd is World Wildlife Day as declared by United Nations. It is a day to seek to draw attention to the conservation status of some of the most critically endangered species of wild fauna and flora, and to drive discussions towards imagining and implementing solutions to conserve them. Mr. Antonio Guterres, Secretary General of United Nations, shared, each year on World Wildlife Day, we celebrate the beauty and wonder of our planet's wild plants and animals. Why do we care about wildlife? Beyond a moral duty to sustain the earth, humanity depends on essential products and services that nature provides, from food and fresh water to pollution control and carbon storage. By damaging the natural world, we threaten our own well-being.
In Hinduism, animals and plants are equally embodied with the existence of the divine and fully deserve mutual respect and human compassion. Hinduism is rooted on the principles of ahimsa, non-violence, Advaita, oneness with all beings, and Vasudevam Kutumbakam, the whole world is one family. The Yajurveda, verse 14.8 declares, with the earth and the environment, protect and strengthen my pranic energy, protect and strengthen the apana air going down and out, protect and strengthen my vyana air circulating in the body system, give the divine light to my eye, the divine voice to my ear, protect and promote the waters, refresh and promote the greenery, protect the diapens, humans and birds, protect the four-footed animals, bring the showers of rain from heaven.
And the Atharva Veda also declares, and this is the translation, O teeth, you eat rice, you eat barley, you eat gram, and you eat sesame. These cereals are specifically meant for you, but do not kill those who are capable of being fathers and mothers.
Protecting our planet, Mother Earth, Bhudevi, and all its inhabitants is part of the core foundation of the mission of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. With the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this program is brought to you by Kailasa UN Mission in collaboration with Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations for Ethical Environmentalism and Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations for Animal Rights. And who is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism? Let us now watch a short video.
Founder Kailasa Paramashiva and his 1008th incarnation, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, the enlightened civilization, the greatest Hindu nation. His Divine Holiness was birthed by his predecessors of enlightened masters, great rishis, munis, siddhas, who predicted and recognized his Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as an incarnation of Paramashiva, as per the science of incarnation described in Hinduism. From his first Chaturmasya at the age of 3 in the year 1980 until the age of 16 in the year 1994, the Supreme Pontiff was trained for the revival of Kailasa. He began reviving Kailasa from the age of 16 after the coronation on the 25th May 1994. Kailasa that we see today is 26 years of sincere hard work of the reviver and Hindu diaspora all over the world.
All the problems of the modern day humanity, Sanatana Hindu Dharma is solution. Whether the terrorism or climate change, natural calamities or man-made calamities, for all the problems humanity is facing, the only solution is science of living enlightenment, revealed by Paramashiva from the Vedagamas in the modern day through this body. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution and setting model community. Understand? Kailasa is reviving the ancient Hindu enlightened civilization. Paramashiva manifested this Kailasa Mandala, the enlightenment ecosystem and the lifestyle. I am going to revive this whole enlightenment ecosystem, Kailasa, by creating a model Kailasas all over the world. I will work sincerely and revive this spiritual science.
Building a nation is not a project accomplished overnight or by virtue of hope. Kailasa is the manifestation of 26 years of sincere hard work, sacrifices, integrity of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and the Hindu diaspora worldwide for the past 26 years for the enlightenment of humanity.
And your hosts for today's program on World Wildlife Day are Her Excellency Ma Vijayapriya Nithyananda, Permanent Ambassador of Kailasa to the UN, as well as delegates of Sri Kailasa, Ma Nithya Sri Priyananda, Ma Nithya Katitananda, and myself, Ma Nithya Swatantra Priyananda. We warmly welcome each and every one of you on this very important day. And so why is World Wildlife Day so important? From the oxygen we breathe, to the water we drink, to the food we eat, the natural environment supplies crucial resources that keep all life on Earth afloat. The framework with which nations operate needs to be re-examined to rise to the occasion of an emergency and address the issues of environmental degradation on a larger scale with forethought. So the main question that we all need to ask ourselves is, how can I contribute? Every voice matters, every action matters. What may begin as one's individual decision has the power to turn into a massive global movement. And so we encourage each and every one of you to share your thoughts in the comment section live on our social media throughout today's presentation.
Thank you, Ma Swatantra Priya. And before diving into the core of the subject, let us now look at how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is working towards the protection of wildlife and how it relates to the UN Sustainable Development Goals 2030. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has launched 108 humanitarian initiatives through Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations, or SKUN, to spread the great spiritual truths of Hinduism from its age-old scriptures, the Veda Agamas, all over the world. For instance, Hinduism is a totality of at least 10,000 indigenous traditions and nations. Through the SKUN initiatives, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is working to revive all these traditions and uniting all nations. And as it pertains to the protection of our environment, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism launched SKUN for Ethical Environmentalism, the SKUN for Animal Rights, SKUN for Organic and Sustainable Agriculture, SKUN for Energy and Natural Resources, for the protection of sacred spaces and sites, SKUN against toxification of oceans and lands, SKUN against deforestation, and the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations Initiative for protecting the ocean. And these SKUN or SKUN initiatives directly align to the Sustainable Development Goals number 13, 14, and 15. Number 13 is to take action, urgent action, to combat climate change and its impacts. SDG number 14, to conserve and sustainably use the oceans, seas, and marine resources. And SDG number 15, sustainably manage forests, combat desertification, halt and reverse land degradation, and halt biodiversity loss.
So why should we all care about protecting our planet and its diversity? Let us take a look at a few statistics. According to the World Wildlife Fund, more than half the world's land-based plants and animals and 3/4 of all birds live in and around forests. However, in the time it takes to say deforestation, another chunk of forest the size of a football pitch is destroyed. There's only about half the number of trees on the planet today that there were when humans first evolved. And the fastest rate of forest destruction has been in the past couple of centuries. Up to 15 billion trees are now being cut down every year across the world.
And how does deforestation impact us? According to the World Wildlife Fund, WWF, forests have a big influence on rainfall patterns, water and soil quality, and food prevention as well. Millions of people rely directly on forests as their home or for making a living. But the risk from deforestation go even wider. Trees absorb and store carbon dioxide. If forests are cleared or even disturbed, they release carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases. Forest loss and damage is the cause of around 10% of global warming. Hinduism beautifully explains how trees can actually help us unlock extraordinary yogic powers, which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism personally witnessed. Let us now watch a short video in which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, from the context of revealing the Kaya Kalpa science to the world, the science of immortality, describes how he witnessed Mona Swami's extraordinary yogic ability to receive sugar from an ilupai tree through pranayama, breathing only.
This Mauna Swami, he used to sit in that ilupai tree breathing space. The ilupai tree, it used to be a tall tree. all trees have their own breathing space. To the level, to the length, to the circumference, they spread their flower, fruit smell is their breathing space. So this temple tower in which this Mauna Swami was sitting comes within the breathing space of that Ilupai tree. So when he sits there and does his pranayama, that Ilupai tree's smell, breathing space, goes into his body, his internal organs receive glucose, sugar, directly just from that prana without taking any white sugar, brown sugar, anything from external source. Understand? This is the same principle of Havis. You offer everything in the Homa, in the fire, in the Agni. Those gods and goddesses come down and take that into their breathing space. It becomes power, prana for them, food for them, and they bless you. Same principle here, that Ilupai tree was intensely keeping its breathing space sugar filled. Anyone sits under the Ilupai tree, intensely smells, does pranayama of that Ilupai tree's breathing space, can live without the need for external source of glucose, without taking white sugar, brown sugar, any source for glucose is not needed externally from the external source. Your internal organs will be so active, they can directly get the glucose energy by the pranayama under the Ilupai tree. And I have seen it for number of years. When he gave that explanation, I felt, oh God, what a powerful method of existing.
And on February 26, 2021, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained that by sitting under the banyan tree in Birdi, Adinam in India, and doing pranayama, our backbone will be filled with the energy needed to raise the Kundalini. He said, each tree's breathing space has certain energy. When you do pranayama under that tree, that energy gets filled inside your system.
And so, what is Kailasa specifically doing to preserve our environment? Let us take a look at a few of Kailasa's many initiatives. Through Kailasa's International Humanitarian Agency, the Green Om, launched by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Kailasa has implemented, number 1, the Clean Air Initiative, number 2, the Sustainable Agriculture, number 3, reduction in carbon footprint, number 4, the Go Zero Waste Initiative, number 5, Say No to Plastics Initiative, number 6, Climate Resilient Planet Initiative.
And through Kailasa's International Humanitarian Agency, Blue Om, launched by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Kailasa takes collective responsibility towards the protection of animals and is spreading awareness with the vision for a world where animals can peacefully survive and thrive. In Kailasa, animals too are initiated into the powers of Paramashiva. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism reveals the Yoga Prashtas. Yoga Prashta meaning people who are almost about to get enlightened, but body was lost due to some reason. They come down as this kind of animal and plant, live in the presence of the master, and get liberated in a very short span, without wasting the time in taking the human body and taking the human birth. There's a beautiful sharing from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, where he says, "Do not touch a single tree. Do not touch a single animal living around in this area. They're all here for my satsanga."
Kailasa is home to the sacred Kalpavriksha banyan tree. Banyan tree is known for its ability to emit a large amount of oxygen. Banyan trees are one of the few trees that produce oxygen at night, ensuring the air's purity and decreasing the existence of carbon dioxide in the environment. In Ayurveda, the banyan tree is believed to heal many diseases and infections. It has medicinal properties apart from its rich oxygen emission. The banyan tree housed in Adi Kailasha Nithyananda Paramashivam is Kalpavriksha, a wish-fulfilling tree living in the abode of Lord Paramashiva.
Among many other varieties of species, Kailasa is also home to many peepal trees. Peepal is considered to be the largest oxygen provider among other trees. Peepal continues to produce oxygen throughout the day, and unlike many other plants, the peepal tree has the ability to produce oxygen at night due to a special photosynthesis process called cross-Lucian acid metabolism. The tree not only purifies the surroundings, but hosts as the cure for up to 50 disorders as prescribed in Ayurveda. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verse 26, Bhagwan Shri Krishna reveals, Ashvatha sarva vrikshanam devarshinam cha naradaha Gandharvanam chitraratha siddhanam kapilo munahi. And it translates, amongst trees, I am the peepal tree, the sacred fig tree. Of the celestial sages, I am Narad. Amongst the Gandharvas, I am Chitrat. And amongst the Siddhas, I am Sage Kapil. We often forget how powerful nature is. So let us now watch a video in which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism beautifully shares how Mother Earth, Bhudevi, knows exactly how to take best care of us.
My guru used to tell, please walk without chappal or covering your feet. Whatever grows in that land, eat, because Mother Earth records when you walk without shoes what all the ingredients are missing in your body. She records what you need for your body, nutrients or vitamins, whatever. Whatever is missing in your body, she produces in that food which grows in that land. And eat that and live. It is too mind-boggling concept. I tell you, only after I started doing it, I realized you don't need any external medicine if you know to live with the nature. Mother Earth, Bhumata, walk on the earth without shoes. In that land, what grows will supply exactly what you need for your body. looks too difficult to believe. But after I started doing that, I realized it. Your body does not need any other medicine, anything else. Actually, maybe 2 years before, due to this continuous classes, day and night, and in the night time, the web-based programs for the outside India, all these, my whole eating habits have gone chaos, and no question of rest. It became like a too much on the system. So I had some stomach issues. I remembered my guru telling this, walk on the earth and what grows eat. So I started walking without chappal for a few days. Suddenly I saw in my courtyard a new plant coming up. No seed, nothing, just coming up. I was wondering what is going on. How come suddenly, between the rocks, new plant coming up. And one of the devotee Ayurvedic doctor, he said, Swamiji, if you can get this plant and add it in your food, your stomach will be completely healed. I said, where to get? When he walked into the courtyard, he said, this is the plant. This is the plant. And throughout the campus we searched, we did not find another one. Nobody knows from where the seed has come, from where the plant has come. Understand, it is not that just for me miraculously nature is doing. It is the nature's life. I was ready to play with it, so she showed the miracles to me. Anybody willing to play with her, she shows her miracles to you. Nature is miraculous. If we are ready to play, she shows it. She demonstrates her love, her care. If we go back to the food with life, our life also will start more interacting, more alive, more vibrant, more overflowing.
And now let us look at more statistics. A landmark report from the Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services, the IPBES, states that nature is, on a global level, declining at an unprecedented rate. For example, bee populations have dwindled in recent years, with a reduction of over 60% in the United States since 1947. And how does the extinction of bees impact us? Bees are responsible for pollinating approximately 250,000 plant species, including multiple plants that compose much of an average human diet. Bee pollination is highly valuable to the US Agricultural Department, bringing billions of dollars every year to the economy. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, beautifully explains how we can determine the quality of the environment we live in, which is connected to the presence of bees and sparrows. Let us find out how by watching a short video.
Mahadeva says in Kamikagama, a village should have naturally formed honeycombs. The drainage, hen, duck should drink that water and survive. I was thinking, what is the meaning of all that? If the drainage water drunk by ducks and hen and they survive, means the whole thing is organic. There is no chemical in that, in your cooking, in your day-to-day living. If the natural bees are growing honeycombs, means that air pollution, understand, for a bee to survive, 4 things are required. The ground cannot be polluted. In polluted ground, if a flower grows, if the bee drinks that honey, it will die in few seconds. First thing, the land has to be pure. Second thing, from that land, the flowers which come up, they have to be pure. Means air has to be pure. Third, the water source has to be pure. Only then the honey which comes in that water, in that flower will be pure. So the bee can drink that honey, flourish and build honeycomb. Understand, bee does not fly more than 1.5 kilometers in their whole lifetime. They live in 1.5 kilometer region only, maximum 1.5 kilometers. Moving them beyond 1.5 kilometers is a big job. It's almost like they lose their balance if they fly continuously more than 1.5 kilometers. So within 1.5 kilometers only they will settle down. If there is a place, natural honeycomb farming, Sadashiva says that is a blessed ground. Start living there, I reside there. Now I understand why he says what he says. And he says, hang mango flower. Understand, not fruit, flower. Mango flower. Before becoming fruit, that mango will give a flower, small flowers. Mango flower, neem flower, rice, paddy. Hang all that in your door frame. Sparrows should come and eat them. Only then you can live in that house. Means sparrows have very sensitive lungs. If the air pollution level in that area is very pure, only then the sparrows will come and live there, survive there. If the sparrows are not living or chirping, that place, air pollution is not conducive for human lungs to breathe.
Kailasa seeks to establish lifestyles with zero impact on the environment and promote. Kailasa has enforced the directive measures instructed in Kamika Agama, Purvapada, Patala 30, verses 17 to 19, promoting a completely vegetarian lifestyle as directed in the Executive Order dated November 14th, 2020. For a progressive environment and for the contribution of the ethical treatment of the animals, to create a toxin-free, pollutants-free environment where honeycombs are formed naturally, where hens, ducks should survive by drinking drainage water, to create ecosystems where the doorframe of every house will carry mango flower, neem flower, rice paddy hung at the doorframe of the houses, such that it facilitates sparrows and other birds to eat.
And let us now take a look at more statistics. Ocean species are disappearing faster than those on land, based on research published in the journal Nature. With fewer ways to seek refuge from warming, ocean-dwelling species are disappearing from their habitats at twice the rate of those on land. There are 5.25 trillion pieces of plastic waste estimated to be in our oceans. 269,000 tons float. 4 billion microfibers per kilometer square dwell below the surface. 70% of our debris sinks into the ocean's ecosystem. 50% floats, and 15% lands on our beaches. In terms of plastic, 8.3 million tons are discarded in the sea yearly. 80% of global marine pollution comes from agricultural runoff, untreated sewage, discharge of nutrients, and pesticides. And in times of human-made, man-made catastrophe, calamities, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducts Atma Shanti, which is the liberation of the soul for the lives lost. For example, on October 4th, 2021, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism performed Atma Shanti for all the wildlife lost due to the large oil spill in the Californian beach. The oil spill of 126,000 gallons spreading on the southern Californian beaches and extending to the wetlands, killing millions of wildlife. This worst spill has also been one of the biggest ever in the history of Southern California. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also prays for the healing of the planet Earth and urges the Kailasa Uniting Nations for Climate Change and the humanitarian agency Red Om to extend its aids for the same.
And one of the most, if not the most powerful way in which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is working for the protection of the environment is by reviving the sacred Hindu science of power manifestation and initiating millions into it. The science of power manifestation, as revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, comes directly from the sacred Hindu scriptures. And there is a beautiful Shastra Pramana from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 113, Dharana 87. And it says, fix your gaze without immediately experience oneness and express powers, Kevalya. And the Shastra Pramana says, Sampradayamimam Devi Sruno Samyak Vadamyaham Kevalyam Sajate Sadhyo Netrayo Stabdharmatrayoho. And it translates, O Devi, listen to the sacred tradition. I shall reveal it to you vividly, completely. Just keep your eyes completely wide open. Do not see or perceive anything by simply keeping it fixed with a steady gaze on the reality within. By this, the state of aloneness, Kaivalya, the oneness that expresses as extraordinary powers and experiences, will occur immediately. In this sutra, Paramashiva reveals the technique of experiencing oneness with him, and from that oneness awaken the powers of the third eye. And one may wonder, how is the science of power manifestation related to protecting the environment? How is it connected? Well, let's find out.
As of now, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has initiated his students into 463 powers of Paramashiva. The powers of Shaktis are time-tested and foolproof, each one being established in Shastra Pramana, the ancient source scriptures of Hinduism, Apta Pramana, the authorities of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis and scientists who time-tested and verified the sciences, Atma Pramana, the accounts of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the millennials, avatar own experiences of the powers. Sakshi Pramana, the experience of millions of disciples, devotees, and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
And how does power manifestation relate to the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals 2030 of the United Nations? It relates to the Sustainable Development Goals number 13, to take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts. To number 14, conserve and sustainably use the oceans, seas, and marine resources. To number 15, to sustainably manage forest, combat desertification, halt and reserve land degradation, halt biodiversity loss. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has initiated his disciples into various powers of nature. For example, the power of changing the Vatavarana, atmosphere, weather, the power of bringing clouds and making it rain or stopping rain at will, the power of getting a plant to respond to our questions at will, the power of plants growing all kinds of fruit in the same plant. For example, a mango tree should also fruit dates or avocados or any other fruit. The power of germinating a seed through the third eye. The power of communicating with and understanding animals. The power of telepathy with animals, talking, communicating, and understanding animals without words. The power of initiation with animals, making animals manifest powers.
Thank you, Ma Vijayapriya. And on the power of manifesting rain at will, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared on June 5th, 2017, on World Environment Day. The world witnessed the power of Hindu science as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiated devotees in 108 locations worldwide to manifest rain simultaneously to heal Mother Nature. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explains, "It is not just pouring rain. I am balancing nature. I am healing Prakriti. I am healing nature, healing Mother Earth. In Vedagamic tradition, Prakriti is considered as Mother, Adi Shakti, and Purusha is considered as Paramashiva, source material." On the power of talking, communicating, and understanding animals without words, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared, "I myself have seen this great yogi, Yogi Yogananda Puri, my teacher, expressing different kinds of powers. Just through sound, he will play whatever he wants. Just he will play with the sound and create a kind of sound as if dog is inviting, barking. In the dog's language, a kind of invitation. This whole surrounding, some 60, 70 dogs, will gather around him suddenly, and he will create some kind of sound which gets converted into smell. Just by sound, he will create a smell. All the snakes in that area will start crawling around him. Kind of a dull smell he will create just by sound. All the snakes in that area will start coming near him. Means extraordinary powers." So let us now watch a short video in which you will see how animals who are initiated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also manifest extraordinary Shaktis, such as the power of consciousness over matter, moving a coconut from the hand through the power of third eye, which you will witness in this short video.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Such a beautiful video. And as we end today's presentation on World Wildlife Day, we would like to thank each and every one of you for being here. We do hope that you will have gained a greater understanding about how the revival of the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization is not only good for humanity, but necessary to save our planet. On April 18th, 2020, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared, "It is we, Hindus, our responsibility to establish this sustainable, cosmic logic-based communities all over the world, at least for people to learn, see, pick up, and practice." On that same day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism further shared that we must stop stealing from animals, their organs, or their life itself, and that we must get back to a non-violent lifestyle. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism declared, "This is the dharma we need to follow to get out of the karma we created due to our delusion and wrong conclusions. We just need to organize ourselves and set the model communities, sustainable, vegetarian, organic, cosmic logic tuned. Kailasas need to be established as a model to the whole world to set a trend and show to the world it is not luxury anymore. It is a survival need. And let us now end today's presentation with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive. Somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Mahakailas. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I'm your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important aspect for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairav. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. Greater science is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater science of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. Involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth. Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive. Somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Mahakailas. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I'm your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxics. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairav. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. Greater science is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater science of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. Involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth. Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive. Somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Mahakailas. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment.
Nithyanam everyone, we will. Nithyanam everyone, we welcome you back. So now we will be entering into the next segment of Bhavasamadhi Darshan of Devi Parashakti. So in this segment, we are going to be learning about how to connect to Devi Parashakti through the social media. So in this, we'll be presenting few of the platforms, few of the major social media platforms through which Devi Parashakti is making available to all of us and gracing blessings and receiving our questions, our prayer request to those. And then we will also be presenting how to offer your respect, your gratitude to Devi Parashakti through the various ritualistic way. So let us now enter into the this segment. So the first social media platform we are going to have is YouTube. So through YouTube, you can connect to Devi Parashakti. So to connect to YouTube, you need to go to YouTube channel and search for Kailasas SPH Nithyananda. That is the official YouTube channel of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So here you will get all the live that comes from the Kailasa. So once you subscribe and click on the bell button, you get the continuous notifications of all the live program that happens. And also you get the update of new videos which gets uploaded on this channel. Now to connect with the Devi Parashakti, you need to click on the join button. So through that you will become the membership. You need to subscribe to one of the membership plan from this YouTube channel. So once you click on the join channel, you will get the various membership plan for your country. You can choose any one of the plan. And once you subscribe to the plan, you get access to a live chat option. Once you get the access to the live chat option, you can ask any questions, boon, blessings that you want to ask to Devi Parashakti. So through this live chat option, Devi Parashakti will be directly taking your questions, your prayer request, and she will be answering, she will be attending to your questions. For your answers to get answered, in the previous segment, we presented one technique given by Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the Pancha Mahabhuta Yoga. So once you do the Pancha Mahabhuta Yoga before coming to the live Devi Parashakti Akashic reading, once you have prepared yourself, your body, your mind, your consciousness, through the Pancha Mahabhuta Yoga, and then once you put your questions, your prayer request to Devi Parashakti, she will surely answer to your prayer request. The next platform is going to be Facebook. So through Facebook also you can connect with Devi Parashakti. To connect to Devi Parashakti through the Facebook, you need to search for Kailasas SPH JGM Nithyananda Paramashivam on the Facebook. So this is the official Facebook handle of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So here you do not have to have any subscription plan. You can directly remove. Okay. So you click on the following button, and once you start following, you will get the notification regarding all the live program that happen on this channel. So once the live program is happening, you'll get the notification. You can come to this channel and go to the live feed. Under the live feed, you can go to the comment section, and under the comment section, you are expected to put your questions or prayer request. So all the questions and prayer requests are directly attended by Devi Parashakti through this platform also. So this is the second platform through which you can connect to Devi Parashakti. Now we'll move to the third platform. And third platform is Twitter handle. So on the Twitter, again, you can connect to Devi Parashakti. You have to go to official Twitter handle of So on the Twitter handle, you have to search for Sri Nithyananda, @Sri Nithyananda. Once you search for this, you will get the Twitter handle with the name Kailasas, SPH JGM Nithyananda Paramashivam. Here, once you click on the following and bell button, you will get the notifications for the various live program that happens from the Sri Kailasa. So once the Bhavasamadhi Darshan is happening, you will get the notifications. You can come to the Twitter and go to the live feed. Here under the live feed, you have to click on reply button. Under the reply section of this tweet, you have to tweet with the hashtag ask the avatar. Do not forget to put hashtag ask the avatar. So whatever prayer request or questions you have to always put with the hashtag ask the avatar. The next is Paramashivoham level 3. As you all must be aware that Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is conducting Paramashivoham level 3 program. So 2 days back on the day of Mahashivratri, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism inaugurated the Paramashivoham level 3 program. Still, you have an option to become part of this program. To join this program, you can show your intentions by going to kailasa.org/Paramashivoham. You can put your registrations, your intentions for Paramashivoham. If you have any obstacle, still if you have not been able to overcome your obstacle, you can ask for the help, and some of our causing team member will connect with you, help you to manifest this Paramashivoham level 3. Also, to enrich more and more people and showing your intention for Paramashivoham level 3, you can put the Facebook, you can update your Facebook cover image with the updated Paramashivoham banner. For that, also you need to go to kailasa.org/Paramashivoham. Scroll towards the end of the page, download the Facebook cover image, upload the Facebook cover image in your Facebook. So through that way, you will also be showing your intention for the Paramashivoham level 3. And this way, you can also enrich your friends and family for this ongoing program. So Paramashivoham level 3 is a 21-day program. It has 10 days and 21 days. Two different programs, two different options are available. You can go for any one. So the next platform through which you can connect to Devi Parashakti is the Instagram. So on Instagram, you need to go to official Instagram handle of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Search for Sri Nithyananda, that is the official Instagram handle. Here you click on the following button. Once you click follow Sri Nithyananda, and then you'll get the notifications of the upcoming live program. Once the live is going on, you'll get the notification. You can come to the live feed, go to the comment section, and under comment section, you can put your questions or prayer request to Devi Parashakti. Through that also, Devi Parashakti will be addressing to your questions. Now we'll go to the next platform, and that is the official, the government website, and that is kailasa.org. So here on the kailasa.org, you can put your questions directly through the WhatsApp. So on the left side, you'll get the WhatsApp widget. Under the WhatsApp widget, you go for whatever prayer request you have, you type it there, and your questions will directly be going to the WhatsApp. So through there also, some of the members will be attending to your questions, and Devi Parashakti will be attending, receiving all your questions through this WhatsApp. Through this platform also you can connect to Devi Parashakti. So these are some of the major platforms through which Devi Parashakti is making herself available. She is also making herself available through the hundreds of social media channels of the various digital handles, digital assets of Sri Kailasa. But these are some of the measures through which Devi Parashakti, you can directly put your questions, your prayer request, which will be attended by Devi Parashakti. Through this platform, you can connect, and also you can help your friends and family to connect to Devi Parashakti. It will take only a few minutes for you to share all the live that comes. So whenever the live feed is coming, please go to live feed, share with your friends and family in the WhatsApp, on the social media platform. Also like, comment, and share with as many as people possible. So through all this way, you will be able to help the humanity with the problems that they are facing, specifically with the ongoing problem with the COVID-19. As we saw in the last segment, that humanity, the world has tried many possible solutions, and none of the solutions seems to be permanent. They all seems to be very temporary. And here Devi Parashakti is making herself available and giving us the solution, which is permanent, which is very easy and at the same time powerful to protect from the deadly impact of COVID-19. So with this, we come to the end of this specific section on enriching and enriching. So now we will move to the next segment. But before we move to the next segment, I would like to have a short break. So all of you, please stay tuned.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Mahakailas. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important aspect for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairav. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. Greater science is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater science of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. Involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth. Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive. Somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Mahakailas. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, feel your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution.
Nithyanandam. Welcome to this section of offering to Devi Parashakti. In this beautiful section, we will show you how you can connect with Devi Parashakti by offering different offerings, from offering of e-hundi, or by offering the sankalpa. All these things, just simple offerings to whatever you want. So you can connect with Devi Parashakti. First 3 slides, we'll go over what is the context of why we need to do the offering, how we need to do the offering, where we need to do the offering. All that we'll walk you through. So let's look at the context of why we need to do the offerings to Devi Parashakti. So if you look at the first shloka, Srimad Bhagavad Purana. Bhagavad Purana is the avatar leelas of Sri Krishna, the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, Purna avatar, and his leelas and are depicted in the Srimad Bhagavad Purana. And this verse is from Bhagavad Purana, which will explain the importance of why we need to do the offering and how much offering we need to do. So the Shastra Pramana is as follows. Dharmaya yashasirthaya kamaya swajanaya cha panchadha vibhajan vittam ihamutracha modate. So the one part should be used for dharma. The second part should be used for yasha, public works. Third part should be used for artha, which is to generate more and more wealth. Fourth, for kama, enjoyment of material things. And fifth, for one's family and friends. So 20% should be donated for dharma, which is 1/5. So it's very important what Srimad Bhagavad Purana is explaining. You need to invest and reinvest in dharma, artha, moksha, kama, all the 4 aspects equally. So in artha also, it is telling that 1/5 need to be reinvested back into generating more wealth. It is not living on paycheck to paycheck. So very important concepts are explained in this Shastra. The next offering to Devi Parashakti, the context for offering to Devi Parashakti is from Dharma Shastra. And this will explain you the importance of giving the dana. So the grahe dashagunam danam goshthe chaiva shatadhikam punyatirtheshu sahastram anantam shiva sannidho. So in this verse, it is explaining dana, explaining the importance of what location you are in when you are giving the dana. Dana given at home yields 10 times as much more merit than made elsewhere. So when you are at your home and you're stable and you're not distracted with anything, your offerings will be 10 times more, 100 times when made in Goshala, the cow pen. When you are in a Vatavarna of Goshala, cow pen, the sacred Vatavarna of cow pen, it will automatically give you 10 times more, 100 times when made in the Goshala, and 1,000 times when made in the sacred places like Tirthas. So it's very important, the importance of the sacred places. When you give the dana in the sacred places, you are not attached to any of the lower things. So you are looking more from the, your mind is stable, and now you'll be able to make the donation for a higher purpose. So sacred places is very important. So in past, you'll see that a lot of people go to the Tirtha Kshetras and do the Annadan or they will do different type of offerings. So it's very important what location you do the offering. So even people go to Tirupati Balaji, and there they will offer their hair, or they will do the offering in E-Hundi Shivalayas. So it's or they go to Varanasi and they perform all these dhanam. So that is for the location, the importance of location, and 1,000 times more merit you can get by just going at the right location. And the best thing is when you do the dana you get infinite number of times. When you make it in premises of Shivalinga, such as Shiva temples, so Shiva Sannidho, Sahasram Anantam Shiva Sannidho, infinite number of times you can get the punya when you are in the premises of Shivalinga. So you are in that experiencing that oneness space. Now we'll look at the next context of offering to Devi Parashakti, the dana. Why are we giving the dana? That context, when we have that right context, it will be most valuable form of dana. Now we'll look at the Shastra Pramana for that. Danam trividamitetam kanishtham jeshtam atyamam tatra naishreyasam jeshtam kanishtham swartha siddhaye karunyat sarva bhuteshu samvibhagastu madhyamaha. Dana given in order to achieve moksha, nishreyas, is considered the most valuable form. So here there are three types of danas which are explained in the shloka. The dana which is given for moksha-based ecosystem, moksha-related things, is the best dana. So that will give you dana given in order to achieve moksha is considered the most valuable form. The next one is dana given out of pity or kindness for others or for one's own kith and kin is considered to be of medium value. So whenever you're doing, if someone is hungry and you feel pity for them and you're doing the dana for that, that would be a medium type of dana. But when you are when you are giving dana for moksha-related ecosystems, moksha-based, like Gurukul, for example, where in the Gurukul, you're going to build thousands of children who will get the knowledge of dharma, artha, shastra, and enlightenment ecosystem is developed. Whenever that enlightenment ecosystem is built, which is moksha-based ecosystem, that is the best dana. And the second type of dana is the dana from the piti, daya dana. And the third one, dana given to achieve one's own selfish ends, is known as the least valued of all. So whenever you are giving for your name, fame, or your commitment, your personal agenda, it is the least kind of dana. So with this, now we'll enter into the real offering of the first offering of E-Hundi. So offering of E-Hundi to Devi Parashakti. Let's look at the shloka about the E-Hundi. Bhakti Priya Bhakti Gamya Bhakti Vasya Bhayapaha Shambhavi Sharadaradhya Sarvani Sharmadayini. So Devi is fond of Bhakti Priya. So remember, when you're doing the donation for Devi Parashakti in the E-Hundi, when you're offering anything in that big white E-Hundi, you are thinking Devi, you are thinking from the gratitude, from the devotion. Bhakti Priya. Bhakti Priya, Devi is fond of true devotion. And Bhakti Gamya, Devi can be realized through true devotion. The Bhakti Vasya means she can be won over through true devotion. Bhayapaha means she removes all the fears which you have in mind. Any fear you have, so all that she can remove. Shambhavi Sharadaradhya. So now we look at so Shambhavi means Devi Parashakti is also, if there's any fear in the mind of devotee, Devi is sure to remove that fear. It is stated that Devi likes to be worshipped in autumn. Here, it is meant that autumn of our lives, when thoughts turn more and more inwards, the role of the divine is known and understood clearly. The need for Devi worship becomes very stronger. Shambhavi, consort of Lord Shambhu, Shiva. Sharada Aradhya means worshipped by Sharada, Saraswati. Sharvani, wife of Lord Shiva. Lord Linga Purana says Lord Shiva is called Sharva in his earth form. So Lord Shiva's earth form is called Sharva. Lord Shiva has taken the 64 different forms, and Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was elaborating about this and giving different initiations to prepare for the Paramashivoham level 3. So you can see the importance of all these different forms and the 64 forms of Lord Shiva. It's posted on Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's webpage, the information about those 64 forms. And so it's so the form of Lord Shiva on earth is called Sharva. Now we look at Sharmadaini, Devi who bestows happiness on devotees. And you can offer your gratitude and devotion to Devi Parashakti by offering your Kanika, and your name shall be chanted out during the puja to Devi Parashakti. So with this, now we'll look at the next offering of Sankalpa chanting. Now the Sankalpa chanting offering is just for you to make your Sankalpa, whatever you want to wish for. Like it may be just, I want to attend the Paramashivoham level 3. You can make a Sankalpa and you can offer the donation of $1 and you can attend this whole thing. We'll walk you through how to do. Towards the end of the section, we'll show you how easy it is to do the entire process of doing this offering online. And you can offer these different sevas. So let's look at the Shastra Pramana. Tayye tan moyate vishwam shaiva vishwam prasuyate saya chitta cha vijjanam tushtaruddhim prayashyati. 34th verse from Devi Mahatmyam, chapter 12, verse 34. So Devi Mahatmyam is the beautiful compilation of shlokas where how the importance of Devi worship, and before doing the Chandi Homa, you have to read the Devi Mahatmyam at least 13 times. And then when you read that, during that time, there is a story of how a king and a Vaishya means a businessman, they both get a breakthrough by performing this Devi Mahatmyam chanting. And the beautiful story of Devi Mahatmyam is narrated in that. And so that goddess, so the goddess enchants this universe, and she herself. So let's read the shloka first. Tayye tan moyate vishwam shaiva vishwam prasuyate saya chitta cha vijjanam tushtaruddhim prayashyati. The goddess enchants this universe, and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess, being prayed without interest in anything, gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in materialistic sense. So the goddess Devi Parashakti enchants this universe, and she herself gives birth to the universe. So in the Brahmanda Yoni, as you heard in the previous verses, was so many universes get created and so many get destroyed also. So that's what it's explained in this verse. The goddess being prayed without interest in anything gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in materialistic sense. So Sankalpa chanting. So in the Sankalpa chanting, offerings the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution, which blesses the person, offering with all fruition of desires and wishes he or she is yearning for. The significance of divine element gold. Gold is present in all scriptures, agamas, Vedas. So now we are going to enter into this section of significance of divine element gold. Why we are looking at this section is, first we need to understand the importance of divine element gold, and then we are going to walk you through how you can do the gold offerings to Devi Parashakti just by click of the button from where you are and according to the rituals of agamas, Vedas, all that. Gold is offered in all scriptures, agamas, Vedas. Okay, we'll take a break and then we'll enter this section.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Mahakailas. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment. Irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I'm your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important aspect for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairav. Stand. A conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize.
Nithyanandam, welcome back to this section of significance of divine element gold. Now we'll explain you the importance of the divine element gold and according to the Vedas, Agamas, and then we'll also explain you how you can take part into the different rituals by offering the gold offerings. So let's look at this. Gold is present in all scriptures, Agamas, Vedas, Shrutis, Smritis, Itihasas, and Puranas. In all Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that the gold is the most auspicious and purest metal which purifies our being in Hindu civilization. Everything was built in gold, exchanged in gold, rituals, feasts were offered in gold bricks. So it's very important to understand the importance of gold and in our economic system, in the Vedas, Veda Agamic culture. And Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving that whole technology.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive. Somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine.
Nithyanandam, welcome back. Now we'll look at we are discussing about the gold and how the rituals, feasts offered in gold bricks. So in Vedagamic ecosystem, it is important, gold is very important, and gold is considered as the medium of exchange, not the fiat currencies, the fear-based currencies, which operate on a different level. So Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, through Kailasa, is reviving that the gold-based ecosystem and getting us back to the gold, gold standard, which was there till 1971. Gold was offered as a ritual fee. gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold. The streets would have huge columns and huge archways made of gold. Horses and cows were dressed in gold. The Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of rivers of gold. Indus River, which is also called Sapta Sindhu, was called Hiranyamaya River in Rig Veda. The river Saraswati, Hiranyavartini in Atharva Veda, was also the Saraswati River. Now we are able to discover all the Saraswati civilization places, and we know that our culture is at least 100,000 years plus, because in the Saraswati civilization, which are excavated now, they found all this so many importance and the gold which was used in the exchange. So gold is supreme element for offering gifts to ones you love and revere. Temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities are made in gold. So gold is supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. According to the Vedamic civilization, gold is given high importance. The temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold. Why? Because when the enlightened master, they energize these gold deities, temples, that energy, the gold is able to hold that enlightenment energy for long period of time, for thousands of years of times. So that's why when the enlightened masters, they build in the spiritual places with the gold, and they energize that gold with the higher energies, so that when you go in that energy field, you get those vibrations and you get the you're able to get a breakthrough. So deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold because it preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years. It lasts forever. Now we'll look at the first gold offering, the Sahasranama Swarna Kasu. The donation amount is 75 USD, 151 USD, or 251 USD. So we have the Sahasranama Swarna Kasu, means Swarna Kasu is equivalent to, like it in Sanskrit, it's Swarna Mudra. Sahasranama means 1,000 names of Devi Parashakti. And when you're doing these offerings, you'll be also offering the gold coin. So the Shastra Pramana for this offering is as follows. Nama Parayana Prita. Nama means chanting the name, Parayana Prita. So she likes the chanting of the names. So in this offering, she who likes the repetition of her various names. Lalita Sahasranama, verse 731. This is from Lalita Sahasranama. This is the offering for 1008 names of Devi Parashakti. It's a very special and unique archana offered to the Mahameru of Devi Parashakti. So when you see in the future slides, you'll see Devi Parashakti, and you'll see that there is a big Mahameru in front of Devi Parashakti, the golden Mahameru, and Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism will be. So when you do this offering of 1008 names, Sahasranama Archana, all those names will be chanted, and the Archana will be done to that Mahameru. Offer the gold coin to Devi Parashakti to manifest any dimension or attribute of hers that you always wanted to imbibe within you. So Devi Parashakti is Ananta Kalyana Guna. She has so many different attributes. Or you may have heard about the Ashtalakshmi. Each Lakshmi is a different attribute. So some may be interested in Dhana Lakshmi, Santan Lakshmi, Dhanya Lakshmi, all these different attributes, and whatever dimension you wanted to imbibe within you, you can get that when you do the Sahasranama Swarnakasu offering to Devi Parashakti. All the offerings to Devi Parashakti can be conducted at tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. The next offering is Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with the pearl. So this is a beautiful offering, and the donation is 251, 501, and 750 USD. The Shastra Pramana for this offering is as follows. Muktahar lasat kirita ruchiram purnendu vaktra prabham shinjannu purakim kinim manidharam padma prabha bhasuram sarvabhishta falapradam girisudam vani rama sevitam meenakshim pranatosmi santatamaham karunyavaranidhim. So in this verse, you can see the importance of different alankaras which Devi Parashakti is wearing. I bow down to Goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearl and face shining like a full moon. She wears anklets that are studded with gemstones and has small bells. She is shining like a splendor of lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain. So here, like shining like a splendor of lotus, as you see the importance of lotus, and all these anklets and all these different alankaras are described. And she grants all the wishes. So Sarva Bhishta Falapradam, whatever wishes you have, Devi Parashakti will fulfill all your desires. She grants all the wishes, the daughter of mountain. So Devi Parashakti, the Girisutam, the Parvati, she is from daughter of Parvat Raja, Hima, and she is worshipped by goddess Vani and Rama. Vani means Saraswati and Rama means Mahalakshmi. So gives the darshan, see the two on the right and left side adorning, and they are goddess Vani and Rama. I remain ever bowing to goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. So now we'll look at also when you offer the finger ring with pearl to Cosmic Mother, you can experience blessings and healing with your mother also. I'll also remind you the beautiful story about the Anguti, which was Swarna Anguti, the golden ring, which was offered by Lord Hanuman to Devi Sita. And when Devi Sita got Parashakti, she blessed Hanuman. He got the Ashtasiddhi. Now Ashtasiddhis were given to him. And these, if you have attended the Paramashivoham in past, you'll remember that you have done all these. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism gave those initiations, and so many people were able to manifest these Ashtasiddhis, Lagima, like expanding something, increasing the height of people, changing all these things. You have experienced those Ashtasiddhis. So those Ashtasiddhis are given when Devi Parashakti blesses. So when you offer this finger ring, you will be able to experience some of these Shaktis, Ashtasiddhis also, which when Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, when he does these initiations, and now he's making these initiations irreversible. When you get for the Paramashivoham level 3, we are going to experience that breakthrough of irreversible changes. And so you can also offer this Mukta Anguti, and the donation is 251, 501, and 750 USD. Now we look at the Swarna Padma Pushpa offering, the golden lotus. So the donation here is 600 USD. The Shastra Pramana for this offering is as follows. Ashtaviddeshwaropeta Kumbhavarna Samyuta Sarve Sasutra Vastradhya Hema Pankaja Bhushita Sapidhana Sakurascha Pakva Bilva Phala Prabha Snapanadhyaya Samsiddha Pramanena Samanvita. So this verse is from Kamikagma. All the kalashas should be wound around with suitable thread and covered with new cloth. They should be adorned with lotus flower made of gold. So it's the gold, Swarna Padma Pushpa is very important, and all the kalashas should be wound with the suitable thread and covered with new cloth. So this reminds me one story when I was recently in Adi Kailash. We had performed Sahasra Kumbha Vibhishekam, and thousands of Kumbha Abhishekams, the Kumbhas were washed thoroughly, and then we had to tie the threads across all of them. And now that the importance of tying the thread is explained in this, and putting a cloth, and then for the Sahasra Abhishekam, different ways of performing them. So it's very important that the Swarna Padma Pushpa offering is, and it's written in the Kamikagma verse, and this is the importance of all these rituals. And Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is bringing back all these rituals and give you direct benefits of all these offerings. Now let's look at the next offering, the Swarna Methi, the gold toe ring. The donation is 750 USD. The Shastra Pramana for this offering is as follows. Nakadiditi Sanchanna Namachana Tamo Guna Padadvaya Prabhajala Parakrita Saroruha. The meaning of this verse is as follows. You whose brightness from toenails destroys the darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotees who prostrate at your feet. You whose brightness from your 2 feet overpowers that of the lotus flower. So it's in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, when you touch the feet and you bow down, the feet is embodiment of, it radiates the energy, and you whose brightness of the toenails destroys the darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotees who prostrate at your feet. So it's very, and the toe ring is the one which adorns that the toenails. So, and you'll see the importance. The Shlokam number 83 of Saundarya Lahari states that the nails of Devi Parashakti have been sharpened by constantly being touched by the crowns of celestial beings who always prostrate before Devi Parashakti. So it's in this section, it's explaining the importance of the prostration before Devi Parashakti and the toenails, which in this offering, which will, when you offer this, it will remove the tamoguna, the darkness of the devotees, and it will also give you the enlightenment energy. In this stotram, tamas is indicative of ignorance in the minds of devotees, and by constantly prostrating before Devi Parashakti, their ignorance is removed and they attain the knowledge. Now we'll take a short break and we'll continue the Swarna Mangatika offering, the final offering, and then we'll continue.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Mahakailas. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, be your problems, whether it is simple headache, or depression, or the worst suicidal patterns, or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside.
Nithyanandam. Welcome back. Now we'll look at the offering of Swarna Mangatika. Mangatika is called as Chudamani in Sanskrit. It's a beautiful offering. And when in Ramayana, Lord Rama's Charitra also, you'll hear about the Mangatika, the Chudamani, when Sita Devi was very pleased by Lord Hanuman's devotion and all the things which he did. She gave that Chudamani to him. And so the Shastra Pramana is Sudha Sharabhi Varshini. So it's the enlightenment, she who makes the nectar flow in all the nerds from the Sahasrara, she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. The Mangatika represents the nectar flowing from the Sahasrahara Chakra, which is fully opened and blossomed. When I even describe this, automatically, when you feel that Shastra, when the Kundalini goes to the Sahasrahara Chakra, when we are in presence of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, how that energy rises and how it hits the top, and you experience that calmness, that whole thing. That is what this shloka is explaining. The Mangatika represents that nectar flowing from the Sahasrahara Chakra, which is fully opened and blossomed. Offer the Mangatika to Devi Parashakti and receive blessings of achieving the blissful state of overflowing gratitude and space of complete completion. When we are sitting in the mandala process with Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, or on these two-way now with the Paramashivoham level 3, how when he does these processes, how it takes us to that next level when that Kundalini energy rises on top and reaches the Sahasrahara Chakra, above the Agya Chakra. It's a whole different feeling, and it rejuvenates the whole body, mind, everything. And in that fresh moment, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism gives us so many different clicks. So you can offer this seva, and you can get that experience with Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The next offering to the Guru. Now we completed the offerings to Devi Parashakti. Now in this section, we are going to look at next slides. So next 2 slides, I will be explaining the importance of why we should do an offering to the Guru. And these Shastra Pramanas are from Upanishads and Vedas and Upanishads. So this one is from Kularna Tantra, chapter 12, verse 12. So now in this section of importance of offerings to the Guru, why Guru? The Shastra Pramana is as follows. Napa duka paro manyo deva sri guru para nahi shaktat para diksha na punyam kula pujana. The meaning of this verse is as follows. There is no mantra higher than the Paduka, no God higher than the Guru, no initiation higher than the Shakti, and no merit higher than the Kula worship. There is no mantra higher than the Paduka. Padukas are, that's why Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given us the Padukas for Pada Puja, so that no mantra higher than the Paduka is making everything enlightenment so easy by giving us the right tools and technology to give us a breakthrough in whatever we are doing. So even if you look at the importance of the Padukas, Lord Rama gave his Padukas to, which is the representation of that spiritual energy, to Lord Bharata. and he was able to run the kingdom by just putting those padukas on the sinhasana, means on the throne, and he was able to perform all the ritual, all the things, and he was able to make it better than Lord Rama himself. So that's what the Shastras say. So no God higher than the Guru. No God is higher than the Guru. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara. So that's why in Sanatan Vedic Hindu Dharma, it is the Guru is very important, and Guru is not just a body. He is the Tattva. He is that energy. So no initiation higher than the Shakti. So when Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was preparing us by these 108 initiations for the Paramashivoham level 3, which people are enjoying and are having such a breakthroughs. So that energy, that initiation higher than the Shakti. And so in one of the sessions, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained the power of these initiation. And now in Paramashivoham, is going to give these initiations, which are irreversible and so on. So you can watch these previous satsangs, all these initiations which he has given, and is also reviving the 64 forms of Paramashiva and those initiations also. So no merit higher than the Kula worship. For us, we are, so if you don't know your Kula, you belong to the Nithyananda Kula, so you are blessed to be, your Guru and Kula both are same. So Kularno Tantra, chapter 12, verse 12. So it explains the importance of the Guru worship. Now we'll look at the next shloka of context of why we need to do the offering to the Guru. Pratyaksha Pad Puja. So the offering to the Guru, the next shloka is Rikta Hastascha Nopeya Rajanam Devatam Gurum Phala Pushambara Yatha Shakya Samarpayet. Verse 120 from Kularna Tantra only. Evam Yona Charat Devi Brahma Rakshasatam Brajet. One should not approach royalty, the deity, and or the Guru empty-handed. He should offer fruit, flower, cloth, and the like according to his capacity. One who does not do so becomes a Brahma Rakshasa. So this verse is giving importance of why it is important to offer the Guru. One should not approach royalty. Royalty means if you know this guy is king and you're going and visiting a king, and if you don't take anything according to your capacity for the royal king, the deity is the or the Guru. So they all three are able to transform and give you a breakthrough. So if you go to a deity, Sanatan Vedic Hindu Dharma is blessed with so many different deities, and they bless with different thought currents and different energies. So, or the Guru empty-handed, because Guru is the energy which can transform anything. It can give a tremendous breakthrough of any in different aspects of life, in dharma, artha, kama, moksha, all possible things. And when you go to that energy empty-handed, and you knowing that he is a Guru and knowing that he is a deity, if you don't go properly, you're missing that beautiful opportunity basically. So he should offer. So the verse says beautifully, he should offer fruit, flower, cloth, and the like according to his own capacity. So I remember in Bhagavad Gita Decoded, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was explaining the verse about Sri Krishna explaining Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. So he explained that it's not a competition between anyone. It is according to your capacity. Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. But according to your capacity, you are giving from gratitude from your end. Like if you see the story of Sri Krishna and Sudama. So Sudama is just if you look at the lion and cub story, which Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained in the July 2015 batch of Inner Awakening, he revealed the importance of the lion and cub story. And in that lion and cub story, he's explaining the lion really does not need the grass the cub is offering, but it is just a symbolic offering which you are doing from your end. He is Ananta Kalyana Guna. He has all infinite things with him, but he comes to you in this form where he is there to accept it from you, and he takes the Sudama offers this puffed rice to him, and he eats those 2 puffed rice, and he transforms. He gets the golden city and all these things more than what Sri Krishna had. So this this gives the importance of why you need to offer to the deity. And we are blessed with having an incarnation here with us, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So this verse, the next one, is the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. So we'll enter into the final verse so with the actual offering to Guru, Pratyaksha Pada Puja. And the Shastra Pramana for this offering is as follows. Koti Koti Mantra Japat, Koti Tirthavagahanat, Koti Devachana Devi, Parasri Paduka Smriti. So here, the meaning of this verse. Okay, so welcome. So, O Devi. So the meaning of this beautiful verse is from Lord Paramashiva is explaining Devi Parashakti. O Devi, remember this Paduka, which yields infinite greater merit than billions and billions of mantra japa, billions and billions of pilgrimages, and billions of worship. So we'll take a short break here. And you think about the Guru, the offerings to the Guru, and how you can be part of this. We'll take a short break.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Mahakailas. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have, you will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I'm your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxics. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important aspect for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairav. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. Greater science is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater science of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years.
Let's now get ready to receive the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for the live Nithyananda Satsang. So sit straight with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Chant the Mahavakya internally and get ready to receive the darshan of the Paramavatar of Paramashiva, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam.